morning. I'm Bill Cook from University of Arizona Cooperative Extension in Greenlee County. And this morning we're going to install some flat soaker. So this is the general drift of it. The flat soaker comes in a wide range of options, beginning with the material, the thickness of the material. You can buy the thinner stuff or you can buy the thicker. This is the 15 mil. This is the thickest I can get, and I've reused this in my garden for many, many years. Other option is the spacing. This has like something kind of like an emitter every so far. It comes in different spacings. I have chosen 8-inch spacing because I like to put more than one down here on the garden. It also comes in a high flow or a low flow. I have heavy clay, so the low flow is the better option for me. If you have sandy soil, gravelly soil, any soil that drains quickly, you might want to go with the high flow. So the soaker comes on a roll. It's a good, inexpensive way to save a lot of water. I've grown an entire warm season garden on 1.75 acre feet of water using flat soaker and plastic mulch. So it's a good way to save water, and it's good for the plants. You can move it out in the row as your plants grow, as the root zone expands. You can do a lot of things with it. So to install it, what you do is you take it off of the roll, lay it out with the seam up. The seam is where the water comes out. Now that might sound counterintuitive, that you want the water to come out on top instead of the bottom. The reason for that is if there's any sedimentation inside that flat soaker, the sedimentation stays at the bottom and you don't plug these up. So to get started, you roll it out off the roll. This is the connector. This is what I call the header line. This is just a piece of poly tubing, regular old irrigation tubing. So to install this, you slip this all the way in, and then you turn this collar down, and what it does is it seals this. So this is ready to install. So you poke a hole in your line and you install this like so. You turn it on, you flush the line, any dirt that you may have picked up in there, rolling it around. Then you go to the end with the seam up and you take, there's a variety of methods. This is the closure that I have. So after your line has been flushed, this goes on it, and the directions: fold it against the seam twice, work this down, pull it snug, and you're ready to go. So we'll go ahead here and we'll hook up some lines that I have laid out, and they're flushed. So this one will go in here like that. If you haven't, this is a good time to turn it on. Check for any leaks if you're reusing it. I go down the line, I take little wire hooks like that. Anything will work, old coat hanger, whatever you have, just make a little hook. And you just go down the line every so far and you attach this to the ground. Now, this will expand and contract during the day, making sure we have the seam up. If you don't attach this with these wire hooks, what will happen is that the wind will move it, because when it's empty, it's very light. How we put it on the row. Provide filtration And you'll need to observe that there is an operating pressure on this. If you run too much pressure, you can damage it. If you don't have enough pressure, you won't get water clear to the end. So whatever brand, whatever make and model, always pay attention to the requirement for filtration and for pressure.